So we got a little voiceover for the session that we did at the start of this week. So full body work, we had a single leg press to begin with. This was after all the prep work, which consisted of some leg extensions and kettlebell single leg deadlifts. So we did 8 reps on each side. Here we were doing a 2-second count on the way down, making it a little bit more challenging. 2-second pause at the bottom. We then went into a little bit of an upper body superset. So we did a single arm kettlebell press, obviously both arms. 12, 10, 8 in terms of repetitions per side, and then supersetted this with a single arm cable pull down. Now it was meant to be set up on a cable just to give me a little bit more range of motion, but all the cables were in use, even though it doesn't look like it in this video. But so we had to adapt, overcome and adapt. So we did 10 reps per side here, and like I say, that was superset, push, and this pull. We then finished the workout with some weighted walking lunges. Now I've not done these in ages, and my legs 2 days later are still quite sore. But we did 10 reps per leg each side. Now these were meant to have a knee drive after each one, but my balance and coordination was absolutely horrendous, so I just stuck to weighted lunges, and we supersetted these with push-ups. 15 reps for 3 sets. Nice and pumpy, good way to finish off the workout. Okay, so it was Monday again, start of another week, week 3, I believe, here in Marbella, as I try not to die as I cross the road. Yeah, it's Monday morning, Monday afternoon actually. So today, so far, we've been up, got up quite early actually, 6:30, done all my work this morning nice and early, feel a lot more creative in the morning, so makes sense to get up a bit earlier, do everything I need to do, and then went into the gym, full body session which I filmed, got some clips for. Just now walking to a coffee shop to meet up with a friend, discuss a few plans whilst out here in terms of content, filming, etc. Big emphasis this year on trying to grow the socials, so that's what we're going to go and talk about. And what better way to do it than out here in Marbella? I'm trying to walk through a jungle, but there we go. I'm going to pick the camera up a little bit later on, just take you through my day, and then the main purpose of the video is to talk with Josh about a marathon coming up, so sit with him and talk to him about that and see how we get on. So there we are, a bit cloudy, but it's better than UK. That is the run done, ticked off, 8k, it was just over 8k to be fair, in a little bit of elevation. So the aim was to find 150 to 200 meters of elevation and sit at around about an RPE 7. So I had the map on my phone, on my watch, so I wasn't actually able to track my pace other than when I got the notification for every kilometre, and I wasn't even able to track my heart rate, and it was probably it's been a bit high. Yeah, it's been a little bit high recently. And I would put that down to my HRV's been low, which is not ideal, and I'm not too sure as to why that is. However, so like normally my heart rate, my HRV is like 85 to 98, 77 to 91, and last night was 75, which is not ideal. So I have to look into that, pull back on caffeine. Stress has been high. Might just have a I haven't really had a rest day since I've been out here, because on the rest days I've played paddle, which I'm probably not going to do. I don't enjoy it either, because I'm not the best. But 8K today, a little bit of elevation, obviously to get used to running in higher elevation places for the ultra. Tomorrow an 8K base builder, nice, slow, steady. So I'm going to run down the front, nice and flat, run up and down the beach, run back, happy days, lots of smiles for that one, because I enjoy it. It's a nice run, it's a nice, easy run. And yeah, so for the rest of the day, this morning, created some education videos for the school platform, for the education resources, covering about routine and how to maximise it. So that was this morning. Obviously did my run, come back, had a shower, have something to eat. And then in about an hour, about 2 hours time, we're going to be doing some filming, and I'm going to speak with Josh about his marathon. So Josh is who I'm living with. He's got Ibiza Marathon, which we're going to cover and talk about, but he's also wanted to obviously improve the way he looks and his body composition, which is fantastic. But he still wants to keep Saturday nights as a few drinks and meal off plan, which is fine, because we'll go into it later, but we make sure our long run is on a Saturday. But he's also got a couple of skiing trips coming up with 5-day benders, all good gear, a lot of drink. I was going to say all the gear, no idea, but I'm pretty confident it's probably a good skier. So we're going to cover that in a bit more detail, but for now I'm going to have some lunch, pick up the camera when he's just gone to the gym. So it's like a VIP coaching package, this. You get coached by me, and I live with you for 3 months full time. That's maybe the way the business is going. So it's not really, because I won't be living with people that I don't know that well. So there we are. But I'm going to pick the camera up in a second, have some lunch, take it from there. Right, so as I said, we've got the main man, Josh, who we're going to be helping for your first marathon. His first marathon. So it had to be in Ibiza, because Josh likes enjoying himself and the party island.
That's where I get out of shape.
Yeah, so the plan is to get in shape for Ibiza and then be out of shape when he then comes back. Ask a few questions for Josh and then answer them. The first one would be, what's the youngest you'd go for? No, I'm joking. No, I'm joking, cut that out. Why a marathon? Why? For context, a lot of people are going to a trip that we're part of, the Creator Club, and a lot of them are doing a half. Why full? Why do you want to do a full one?
I like a challenge, so I feel like I already like running quite a lot, so it wouldn't be too hard for me to do a half. I feel like I could do that probably like relatively soon.
Yeah.
So I wanted to do something trying to push me out of the comfort zone. I also like the idea of having long runs and having things that get me out of the house for a long time. So it just felt like a good distance, which didn't take up too much of my life, but was still pretty challenging.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we trained for it for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I think one of the obstacles I know is going to be the case is obviously balancing it with your work.
Yeah.
So like we spoke about before, it's about using the weekend as a chance to get the longer sessions done, but then in the week just trying to block off time when you know you've got an hour free to obviously do so. Another obstacle is going to be obviously you've got a couple of ski trips.
Yeah.
So alcohol consumption is going to be fairly high for that. So with what we're looking to be doing is pushing and being quite aggressive when we're not going away. So therefore, when he does go away, he's not back at square one. We can still make progress. Because another one of the goals is to try and drop body weight, improve the way we look, about 15 or so pounds.
Yeah.
So that's going to be through obviously his nutrition, which is fairly aggressive, but you have done it before in Bali.
Yeah, I have been in decent shape before, to be fair. It's just fallen off a bit. But I think the ski trips, like initially I saw it as an obstacle, a reason not to start. But now that we're kind of in it, I'm realising actually these are like milestones to get to. I've got X amount of time to do this many miles, this much weight. So I'm actually seeing it as like a real positive, and it's actually helping me to kind of be really dedicated to what I'm doing.
Spot on. I think staying injury free is going to be one of the main things. A lot of people also probably start doing too much too soon. So I know you've had shin splints in the past, and another challenge we're going to have is, especially maybe for now, is trying to keep you not doing too much. Because I know last week it was, oh Jack, can I do 20k run tomorrow? Like, Josh mate, we're on week 2. You said you've had shin splints in injuries in the past. So it's just about obviously tapering it up effectively, making sure it's obviously matching, doing your strength training, doing your stretches and everything else. Have we done any endurance events before?
I did.
Was it a 70? Do you 70.3? Didn't you?
I did, but it's unofficial. So
Same.
I just did it on my own.
Same. They're better that way. It's better that way. How did you find that? You just did that off the cuff,
Oh,
didn't you?
yeah, the work. I'll never do it again without supervision, without like help as in like coaching, because I didn't make all the mistakes. I didn't practice fueling, didn't practice going like doing more than half an hour on a bike into a run, and all the things that they say happened.
Yeah.
So that's when I knew for this, like, yeah, I probably could train for a marathon myself, but actually, that was such an awful experience and ruined endurance events for me. I want to do this as like a starting point for the first proper endurance event, and then I can actually enjoy the event and build from there and do more and more events in the future.
Spot on. Would you do an official 70.3, do you reckon? Or?
Maybe. Yeah. I mean, the thing I love is the running.
Okay.
So
it makes sense.
I can see me doing longer runs.
Okay. So maybe like a
ultras and stuff.
Yeah, for sure. I think something you can do. I think it's clear when you put your mind to something, you can do it. It's just obviously trying to balance it all together, stay injury free, and get it all done. But
what's been good is, like I said earlier, my biggest hurdle was fitting it in around work, which I imagine that a lot of people have the same problem. But actually, what it's doing is making sure that I do take that time away from work. Whereas ordinarily I might sit at my desk all day and not moving. I'm feeling better, I'm sleeping better, and being more productive when I'm working. So it's actually, the thing I was worried about is actually not being an issue, and it's kind of fixed that problem.
Spot on. So what we're going to do is document how Josh gets on. He's got his first ski trip this week.
Yeah.
Getting slowly back into things, and then we've got another few weeks that we can push, but should be good. And I've got a partner for my long runs, because obviously for myself I'll be running a lot, especially over the weekends, so at least I've got Josh to chat shit to and listen to him chat shit, which he's quite good at. So
yeah, pretty good at that.
Okay, so that is the video complete, ticked off. We're back in my bedroom, which makes me look very pale, but yeah, there's a video ticked off. Obviously sitting down with Josh talking about his marathon upcoming. So we're going to document, we've only just really started, so I'm going to document obviously how he gets along, how he gets on with things, obviously alongside my own ultramarathon training, which we are 16 weeks out from. So hopefully we enjoyed the video, took some value from it, enjoyed it, whatever else. So if you did, make sure to like, subscribe. I'll see you on the next one.